All right, everybody. This is Let's Just Talk Fitness with your boy Trey. I want to thank you guys for tuning in again for another amazing interview. I got another special, amazing, just all around intrinsic type of woman here, man, who kind of brings just about every single type of element that you would expect a person who has a following to her degree. To fitness. I mean, if you're looking to be motivated, if you're looking to be pumped up, if you're even looking to just know what type of food to eat and how to stay in a caloric deficit while doing so, she got you. And if you love Starbucks, oh my goodness. But without further ado, man, I want to introduce Laura Reed. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing good. I am doing good. I want to thank you, Laura, for having me on and just being able to take out this time throughout your day. I know yesterday I was cooking a pizza and you suggested you suggested we push it back. So she actually helped me out. So I want to thank you for that. Just your consideration.
No problem.
Thank you. That pizza, it turned out bad. It stuck to the pan, but it's all right. It's all right. But
It's okay.
I appreciate you. So just to open up, the first question: where are you from and where'd you grow up? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Originally, well, it's a couple of steps to that. I was born in Wisconsin. My mom moved to Illinois, to Chicago, Illinois. So I was basically raised there my entire life, from 5 years old until adulthood.
Wow.
Once my adulthood has been in Indiana. I've been out here since, well, not my whole adulthood, but most of it
Yeah.
since about 2021. So over about a good decade, 13, 14 years, I've been in Indiana. So I'm from Indiana, but I'm originally from Chicago.
Nice. Nice. So you used to the
Mhm.
snow. You used to all the
Yeah, this cold does
okay.
not bother me. The
Okay.
cold doesn't bother me. The snow doesn't bother me. It's the ice that's the
It's the
problem.
ice. It
It's
is.
the ice. Days the temperature drops a little too much. That's the only complaint, but we'll get past it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. How do you stay safe, when it's icy and things like that? Can you just not drive at all? Or do you
I go home. I don't. I
you don't
need me.
okay.
I go
That's what I'm
home. I
saying.
don't drive in this ice. If I'm out while it's like over the weekend, we had an ice little storm, and I was out, and I just crawled on home, took my time. Everybody knows, like, you put your highs and lights on, and you just take your time, move out the way, and
Exactly.
hopefully nobody slides into each other. And I just go home. I don't play around.
I love that.
Mm-mm,
I love that. I love
mm-mm.
that. No, I mean that's something that I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. So we would occasionally
Oh,
get
okay.
yeah, I'm originally from Memphis. I moved to Georgia probably when I was like 10, 11.
Okay.
That's originally where I'm from. And we would get some snow every now and then, but when it came to that ice, especially in the South, when I
Mm-hmm.
mean it could be ice flakes. They shutting down the city for
They
about three
shutting
weeks.
down the whole city. Yes.
Going about 3 weeks in the hibernation. I'm telling you. For some
Yes.
reason, everybody love toilet paper. I don't know what that's about, but like, that's the first thing to run out. I don't get like I don't know. Maybe everybody got to use the restroom when it gets cold. I don't know,
Hmm.
but that's we don't deal with ice down here that much, so it's good to
I'm
know.
sure.
It's good to know you handle it.
Oh yeah.
All
Every
right,
year we get
all right.
past it. 3 months. That's all.
Wow, my goodness. All right, well. Tell us a little bit about yourself in terms of your occupation, if you don't mind. What exactly does Laura Reed do on a daily?
On the daily for the past year and a half or so, honestly, my job has become fitness. It's become my journey.
Wow.
I worked at the newspapers for 13 years straight, you know, and I literally did a whole leap leaving the newspaper, so to say, because it got to the point where it was just taking so much out of me. Like, we had to be up at 2 a.m. in the morning. People don't know that. Like, when the paper print and the press and everything, and be done by 6:30 in the morning. I have children. I have a family. So now they're older too. So it's harder making sure they get to school on time, and now they have their own lives because I'm dealing with teenagers other than my youngest
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
So they got a little schedule of their own, and it was just a lot to juggle.
Mm.
And like I said, my health had gotten to the point of not being in control. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure,
Yeah.
and they put me on about two blood pressure pills and a water retention pills. Like, I literally stayed swollen, holding fluid, in my legs, in my feet. to where I wear a size 8 in men's, men's shoes. I wear
Wow.
men's shoes a lot. I wear size 8 in men's, and I was wearing a 10.5 because my feet was always swollen.
Wow.
So I said, I can't continue on like this. I have to focus on myself and my health, and everything. And all of this transpired in a couple of years. I haven't been overweight this whole time. My youngest, I had her. I didn't know I was pregnant with her.
Wow.
I was on birth control. Yeah. And they thought that I was having kidney failure when the entire time I had severe eclampsia. Most people have preeclampsia and they have complications at their pregnancy and at childbirth.
Yeah.
But I had severe full-blown eclampsia. Didn't even know it, like I said, because I didn't know I was pregnant. So I found out, let's say, I believe that was August 31st of 2017, and I was literally having her on September the 6th of 2017. So the joke in my family was that I was pregnant for a week. She came out barely 3 pounds, we had to go to a specialist hospital in Indianapolis, which is 2.5 hours away from where I live at. So my family had to split. I had to split from my family to fight for my daughter that I didn't know I had. So I went through so many emotions, so much trying to comprehend what was happening to me. Granted, I was very happy with just the baby and not kidney failure.
Yeah, exactly.
But still, it was a lot to grasp. We didn't come home to months after I had her because she had to at least be 4.6 pounds to go home.
Wow.
So the funniest part, literally in that same year, I was down to extra large in clothing, large and extra large. Yeah. And all of this weight came after having her because I was, not knowing how to deal with, I believe, obviously going through postpartum depression while being a functioning woman with the family, So I was the type to drink all of the time. I didn't know I had a drinking problem. I was a functioning alcoholic. I was constantly drinking. I used the excuse of working a night shift job. That's why I was drinking at 9 o'clock when my kids went to school.
Yeah.
So all of these added things blew me up. Blew me up to 412 pounds when I was literally just in the extra large going to Future concerts, so to say,
Yeah.
And it was a lot. And once I got diagnosed with high blood pressure, like I said, I became to the point I was barely walking, feet always hurting, barely could go up 6 stairs because I had severe edema in my feet from my blood pressure being out of control.
Blood pressure, yeah.
So me drinking wasn't making it any better. I've always been a social person. Like I always go out. So I'm socially drinking. Then I'm at home drinking. Then I'm out doing this and I'm out doing that. And I was not taking care of myself. But one of the biggest things was I always said, like, even if I'm older, I don't want to be diagnosed with anything. Like I don't want to have to take pills to survive. If I have to, I have to, but I never want to do that. And here I was, 30 years old, back 4 years ago when I had her. And now I'm taking 3 pills, 4 pills a day.
Yeah.
So that was my wake up call. Like, get your life together. Like you're not even keeping your word to yourself, And a lot of times you watch people's journeys, and I'm not knocking anybody reason for self-improvement. I'm not. But I don't have I didn't go through like being bullied or, not having someone to love me, being single, due to my weight. Even in that time frame that I had blew up, I still had nothing but love around me.
Wow.
So what initiated it for my journey was me.
Wow.
I was tired and I knew I needed to change. And, like I said, it all went hand in hand. And when I started focusing so much on the fitness and I let that job go, I began to realize that I was an alcoholic. And alcoholism is a strong thing.
It is.
I'm not people can be an alcoholic. You just don't know it. Alcoholic doesn't mean you're on the street and you're drunk and you're sitting on the bench. I'm literally like a fifth of vodka. I'm drinking that every day.
Wow.
With no problem. Half a gallon with no problem just throughout my day.
Wow.
So when I focused on the fitness, of course, I'm cutting it out.
Yeah.
You know, that it just all went hand in hand. Now, I'm not saying I don't drink, but I'm proud of myself that throughout this journey, one of the bigger things that I found was controlling my drinking.
Love that. Love that.
So right now, my first job is me. It's fitness. It's getting my health together and everything like that. And I do Grubhub because I love the convenience of being on my own
Oh yeah,
time.
I do
I
DoorDash.
can run around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I dash. I
I
do.
love
Yeah.
me. And see, I was just doing DoorDash too.
Oh yeah.
But Grubhub a little bit more lit in my area. So
Okay, yeah, I got you.
I was happy to get
I
on
got you.
Grubhub.
Hey, they treat
I
these
was
things
happy to get on Grubhub.
like games. It be Crips and Bloods over here. I mean, nah, you good. You good.
Look, I'm down for everything. I'm neutral. Okay. But yeah, I do Grubhub because the convenience of my own time. But
Absolutely.
if you ask me, my prime concern, other than my family, obviously, is myself. And some people, oh, that sounds selfish. It's okay to be selfish. People don't get it. So it's okay. You need to be selfish because if I'm not selfish, I'm not 100% for everybody else around me. You can be selfish and still give. You can be selfish and still share. You can be selfish and still encourage. You can be selfish and still help somebody. But this is a different type of selfish. And a lot of us, if we learn to say, hey, it's okay to do this for me, we'll be better off. We'll all be better off. So yeah, in that sense, I'm very selfish about myself so I can be everything to everybody else around me.
Exactly. I love that. I love it. I gotta backtrack on one thing you said that I think is very important. I would like people to hear and hear your perspective. And that was, you mentioned work, and you mentioned how you realized that your job in a sense was taken away, or it sounded like in some sense stealing away that priority of your health. Can you go a bit deeper on that, like, in terms of
Absolutely. Can you still see me? It looked like I look dark. Can you still see me?
It is a bit dark. So I mean, if you could get a little light in there, I would love it.
I don't know.
It's up to you. If you can't,
I'm trying to see. Yeah, like I don't know if it's gonna make it worse or better. Can you
that's
see
better.
me better?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Your hair look too good. Come on now.
Gotta show it. It's only down when I'm not working out now.
Hey.
But yeah, I absolutely elaborate on that. It was still my job was still in a lot for me. I mean, I love my job, but I believe everything lasts for a season, and my season was overdue with that job. Years ago, when my oldest were babies, because my oldest, they're only 10 months apart. Yeah. So It's like having twins, okay? It's like having twins, a boy and a girl. And back then, the papers working there was convenient. I was able to still be at school functions. I was still able to go on field trips. I was still things like that. When they was younger, I was still able to work in that third shift to early morning and be able to take them to the doctor. But over the years, as they got older and our lives changed, it began to take away from me rather than give to me. It did still partially, because I believe in self-accountability as well. I don't believe in excuses, but we do have reasons. And it definitely was taken away from my health, because I'm obviously not eating right. I'm barely eating. That's the crazy part. That's why I love pushing this whole calorie deficit thing, because you can eat whatever you want as long as you burn more than what you eat at the end of the day. You don't have to restrict yourself. I be eating brownies, danishes, and I love Starbucks, and I be eating Wendy's, pizza, and I be eating cheeseburger. I eat bread and all of that, to each his own. But at the end of the day, as long as you burn more than what you intake, then you're fine. But at that time, I wasn't burning nothing.
Yeah,
I wasn't burning anything. I'm just living life and working and working and working. It was stealing from. It got to the point it was stealing from my family. We do family trips and things like that. Now that I left the papers, because with the newspapers, it's 365 days a year. A lot of people don't know that. There's no days off. Christmas morning, we're there. Thanksgiving, yes, we're there. Those Black Friday papers, how do people know the sales? We're there. You get no days off. So, like I said, everything lasted for a season. It's a big part of my development because it taught me punctuality. It taught me to be consistent, which is going hand in hand with this new lifestyle. Yeah. It taught me go hard with whatever it is, because who's going to get up 7 days a week every morning? You have to be trained. So with a job, and with that type of job, when I didn't feel like it didn't matter. I still got to go. So that's why I tell myself now, girl, whatever day you don't feel it, because see, yeah, everybody thinks I'm just, yay, not every day.
Right.
Not every day. I'm not always motivated.
Right.
Not at all.
Yep.
Just like a job. You don't always feel like going, but you got to go. So when I apply that to everything else in my life, that's what gives us success. We may not feel it that day, but our discipline allows us to get it done. So I gained a lot from that job, but by the time, once, some years had passed, by my lifestyle changing, it was definitely taken away. It was definitely stealing from me. It was stealing part of my happiness. It was stealing from my children, my family, because we weren't able to take that time out and go out of town with the rest of our family and do things, because we have to be at work every morning. We can't go out there to, speaking of Tennessee, we would go to Gatlinburg to the cabins now, a couple of times we've been out there. We never would have done that before due to the fact that you can't drive those 9 hours back to come on back here and be at work.
Right. Yeah.
So with everything, there's good and there's the bad. It's about what's going to be best for you. So a lot of times, everybody can't, even when it's more negative than positive. I feel blessed that I was able to leave.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have that type of choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when it comes down to health and whatever else,
exactly.
They got to just struggle through.
True.
So I know that I'm blessed, and I thank God, and I'm appreciative for my situation.
Yeah.
But most of all, I'm more appreciative that I woke up and I let that job stop stealing from me.
I love that. You and I have a lot in common. That happened to me during the pandemic. I lost my job, but it was the best thing that ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the best. It started.
I'm telling you.
It started this. It started TikTok. It started Instagram. It started my LetzJezTalk Fitness. It started the business. I mean, it really, sometimes a bad situation such as a pandemic, although it has its negatives, it really, I think, for many people, allowed them to have an opportunity and a chance to be able to finally, like you say, wake up. Hey, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? What is this job benefiting? Is this a long-term solution, or is it just a short-term solution to a long-term problem? And then, a few years on down the line, you have complications and this and that. And, some people don't even make it. I just had somebody pass, a family member pass in her sleep,
wow.
and they had talked and told me about her and things of that nature, and the things she struggled with health wise. But, when you have that moment, like you said, of waking up, what I'm saying, of realizing that, hey, what is this really doing? What am I really doing? Like you said, the accountability of what am I really doing? I think those are just moments that are just beautiful. God, like you said, God sent moments where he just wakes you up and give you an opportunity. Yeah.
Yes. Very true.
I really do. Appreciate that. That was amazing. You said so much there. You did. And I appreciate your transparency. I really do.
Always. I think that's the best way to be.
Yeah.
Speaking on transparency a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're on this is TikTok, we're talking about TikTok, YouTube, anybody can click of a button, and I just think it's best for me personally, in my opinion, with my journey, how I am, is to be transparent. When I started my TikTok a little bit, I started in August of 2020. So this year, August will be 2 years since I started. And I honestly started just to track everything I'm doing and to hold myself accountable to see what I'm doing, and I start learning TikTok and understanding it. And I was, amped up to see other people doing the same thing. We all got different type of personal goals, but at the end of the day, we all got literally, we're heading to the same destination.
Exactly.
Self-happiness. Self-happiness, whatever it is, whether it's a person trying to gain weight.
Yep.
They're small. They want to gain weight. They want to gain muscle.
Right.
It's okay, because we're all going down this road to self-happiness. So why not be real? Why not be transparent so we can really develop what we want and what we need. And the biggest thing on this journey, you don't know who's going to come across you and who is going to help. That's the craziest part. You know, me being transparent on TikTok, I never would imagine ever having so many people daily interactions and engaging on an app, on an app, literally on an app.
Right.
Like, seriously, we're talking about an app here,
Right.
like, but it's at your fingertips.
Exactly.
Like I come from, that's like everything is through your phone now.
Yep.
And not to sound like I'm from the ice age or nothing.
Yeah.
But back in my day, you would go fill out for a job on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
You had to have that paper resume.
Yep.
You had to wait on that phone call. Yep. And that was fine in that day and age. But now they got, you fill it out on your phone and they didn't hire you and everything else through an app on the phone. Exactly. And you can start working in an hour. So I look at it so positive that our hands, is able to reach so many people. It's at our fingertips.
Exactly.
Of how many people that we can reach within a moment. Just in a moment, if we're out walking, we're at the gym, you would never run into as many people that's sitting on the other end of their phone, their laptop, their iPad. You will never run into that many people in one day as you do through social media.
So true. So true.
You don't.
And your following is just so huge. I mean, like you said, you've been consistent and you've been transparent. I think like you say, bringing it back to transparency. That's what I remember. I remember when I first followed you. That was one of the reasons I did it. You know what I'm saying? I think I came across one of your "I'm so hungry" videos, and I was just like,
probably.
But you show what you were eating. You show, this is realistic. This is, you ain't show no salads. I didn't see I didn't think this was a rabbit behind this TikTok. I was a real person, and this is a person who had a whole bunch of variety of different foods, and like you said, it's more of the deficit in which it matters. But you show food that I think everybody, and you show meals and things that you do that everybody can relate to. It's like, I want to eat that, or I would eat that. So it's nothing.
Or I already eat that. Exactly. I'm not going to deprive myself of something that I already eat. I don't classify any food as a bad food.
Exactly.
It's about moderation. At the end of the day, a calorie deficit has become a popular term, but it's moderation. Moderation has been around since the Webster Dictionary. Like it's the same thing. True. They go hand in hand. It's nothing. It's no different. It's just taking whatever it is in moderation.
Exactly.
No, and you want to know something crazy though? Yeah. When I first started in August to that October, for 2 months, I did the no bread, no candy, no sugar, no this, no that. And I dropped a good clean, had to be 21 pounds fast. Fast. I did. But it wasn't sustainable for me.
For you, exactly.
For me, I didn't want to sit up there and feel deprived and feel like, oh my God, I want this so bad. And when I did first start, I also told my kids, because my kids, they're team me, they're team me.
I love that.
And they'll be eating something like, oh mom, I'm like, no, eat it, eat it. It's fine. It's okay. But I will say in those 2 months that I realized I have good self-control.
Yeah.
Because I still was cooking. Same meals for everybody. And then I'm fixing me something separate. We would still go out. My kids want to run to the gas station. They got flaming hot tacos and everything else. And I didn't care. It was fine. Yeah. But I stopped trying that way and realized, let me just eat in moderation what I already like and enjoy, because it wasn't sustainable. We have to learn to be realistic. At the end of the day, right now, where I'm at in life, in my journey, I could do this for the rest of my life.
Oh, I love it.
No problem.
I love it.
I can do this for the rest of my life with no problem. And that's what it's about. It's not about sitting around thinking about food all day. It's not about sitting around like, oh, I'm going to have a cheat day once a month, or I'm going to have a cheat day once a week, because I don't feel like it's a cheat. If you want to indulge and enjoy yourself once a month, that's fine. If you want to indulge and enjoy for yourself once a week, that's fine. But I don't call it a cheat meal. Don't call it a cheat meal because you're not cheating on anything.
Yeah.
Food is food.
Yeah.
You know, we all just choose
Ooh.
what we want. That's
Yeah.
just like me. I don't really eat candy, you know, a lot at all whatsoever, because I know that it's hard for me to eat it in moderation. So I choose not to eat certain candies, so to say. And for Christmas, one of my favorite candies is turtles, like the Fannie Mae turtles in the box, turtles in the box.
Oh yeah.
I grew up on that. It's my mom's favorite, so on and so on. And I was so proud of myself that I didn't eat that entire box.
Wow.
In one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I ate that box, okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
that
didn't.
box got ate, but I didn't eat it
In one day.
all in one day.
Exactly.
But so if I picked a day that I was going to eat it, I took 2 out. It's like 2 of them was about, shockingly, only about 160 calories. I don't know what it exactly was, but I had 2 each day. I'm not depriving myself of something that I enjoy, but I'm not also overdoing it.
Exactly.
But see, I could have ate the whole box and then didn't eat nothing else for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But that's not realistic.
Right.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's not realistic for me because now I'm gonna want it every day.
Exactly.
Now I'm gonna want it every day.
Exactly.
You know, now I'm want it every day. But at the end of the day, calorie deficit, to me, that's a popular term now. But we just gotta eat in moderation. When people be like, oh, how do you do it? It's simply moderation. Burn more than what you take in.
Exactly.
And enjoy what you want to enjoy.
Exactly.
You will be successful. You won't feel like I'm constantly got to start over. Yeah. Oh my God, I ate a double cheeseburger from Five Guys and now I got to start over next week. No, just get up and go work out tomorrow and call it a day. Just pick up where you left off. Like, you don't have to keep starting over. Like, it's people that feel like failures and I got to start over and I got to do this. Just do it.
Exactly.
Just do it. Just keep going. Don't even start over. Just continue.
Exactly.
That's all. Just continue. Tomorrow's another day and just continue on. That one day is not going to knock you off your boat.
Right. Exactly.
Unless you hopped off that boat. That one day is not going to stop all your progress. It's not going to gain back the 15 pounds you lost. Okay. Everything that you had going on is still in play and you just got to keep going in that game.
Whoo.
That's it.
Man, you know, like you about to make me shut down my TikTok. You didn't say it like this. What more needs to be said? You know what I'm saying? Like we can wrap it up right here. You know? I mean, this is
no, we need you. You can't. We need you.
Oh, man. I mean,
we need you.
It's refreshing talking to you, and I hope you bring content where you talk sometimes. I kind of really do that.
You know, we was talking, and I'm working on stepping out my comfort zone now. Baby steps. And now I'm gonna do it. And that's just like I got a live schedule, another one.
You did.
Okay,
for Saturday.
So now for Saturday.
Okay.
So I'm taking baby steps to do more talking and sharing. I am gonna talk after this time. Last time I was so confused with that live. You just don't know. I talked a little bit at the end, baby, and I got up off of that, and I didn't realize I can't respond to the comments because I ended the live. Exactly. I was like, where did the talking go? I can't respond. So now I know I can't press in. I got to scroll.
You got to talk.
Going on.
You got to talk. Yeah.
Then I can talk. Okay. Then I can talk. But we working on it. We working on it.
That's what's up. No, I love that. I love that, man. That's you said so many things just now. I did want to backtrack with what you were saying about moderation and discipline. You know, eating in moderation. Caloric deficit basically equals moderation. You're so right. And I think one interesting fact I learned recently was that, you know, again, the deficit is how you lose fat. That's how you burn fat. Mm-hmm. You can literally eat something healthy, or you can eat all healthy foods and still gain weight.
Oh, yeah.
If you're eating a surplus. I had not known that. Yeah,
definitely. You eat that whole bag of salad mix. Yeah, you keep putting all that dressing on that bag of salad mix. That bag is 25 calories, with that dressing is 160. So now you done drunk the whole bottle, and the 2 teaspoons is almost 200 calories. You got 1,000, 1,500 calorie salad. You might as well have gone and went and got the burger. Y'all want to tell me not to eat bread? You're right.
Let's
You're right.
go. Let's go.
Okay. You're 100% right. You
See what I'm
can.
saying? You see what I'm saying?
Mhm. Absolutely.
You might as well have gone ahead and got the burger. You just said
Yes.
so. That's
Yes.
I want
I
to.
saw a TikToker. I'm sorry. Did I cut you off?
Oh, please go ahead. Cut me
Okay.
off.
I
Cut me
saw a
off.
TikToker. I won't say who, but I saw a TikToker just on my For You page.
Yeah.
They're not into the fitness, world side of TikTok, but they sometimes talk about that they're gonna eat healthier, this and that.
Yeah.
So I watch her, I follow her live sometimes, entertainment, and she had a double cheeseburger, lettuce wrapped. That's fine. That sounds good. I'm watching it and everything. Bacon on it, nothing wrong with that. But she had the Slim Fast or some shake, the meal replacement shake. That's healthy. Okay.
Yeah.
The burger is healthy too. It's wrapped in lettuce. I mean, whatever way. Like I said, I don't see anything as bad food. But at the end of the day, if we're going to count the calories in the burger, we're looking at about 200 a patty and whatever else. And this meal replacement is 260. You already got your 1,000 calories sitting right there.